The Pope writes in his recent book, as we've been looking at some of his words from there, in a crisis you reveal your own heart, how solid it is, how merciful, how big or small. The COVID-19 crisis has called forth in some a new courage and compassion. Some have responded with the desire to reimagine our world. Others have come to the aid of those in need in concrete ways that can transform our neighbours' suffering. This is Mission Live. I'm Roger from the MSC Mission Office. We're still looking at Pope Francis's words about the crisis. And I'd imagine, if you're like me, you're probably getting sick of the word crisis. But the world is in a crisis. But that's all right. We've been in many crises before. And we'll come through this one. And what we need to concentrate on is to come through better than we were. And that's what Francis has told us. We don't come out of a crisis the same. You get through it better or you're worse. So we're trying to focus on what is the better. He has also said, and I've mentioned this is a moment to dream big, to rethink our priorities, what we value, what we want, and what we seek. And the dreaming requires us to slow down, to take stock, and design better ways of living together here on earth. So let us reimagine our world. Let us reimagine our church. Let us reimagine our lives. There's been a bit on the media about the effect of all this on young people, school kids, in and out of classroom, trying to work online, some not being able to, how to be detrimental to their development, and so on and so forth. I reflected on my own background. I came from a poor country family. I was the only one to complete secondary school. My older brothers and my sister had to leave school, go to work. They were smart people. They could have done a lot better. They could have gone on to higher education. Higher education wasn't part of our family. But they had a good life. They lived well. They married, they had children, they provided for their children, and many of their children have a good education. So we survive, we become stronger. We learn to live with the reality of life. You might think it's not fair, may not be the best thing that you want, but the reality is we get on with life and we make the best of it. My work has been in some parts in Papua New Guinea, renewal of the church, and this required reimagining the church, the parish, the diocese, the religious congregation. And the parish program was called New Image of the Parish. And you created a new image of the parish. How are we as church? How can we be as church? What is the potential for us as church community, not the big universal church, our own faith community, beginning with the faith community of the family. We have to reimagine things. We have to think sideways, lateral thinking. And we can do better. And I go back to some of my basics in previous weeks, to renew our lives and to renew our faith, first of all, in the person of Jesus Christ. Because our mission is his mission. He gave us his mission. He said, go, proclaim the gospel. Baptize people, in the sense, bring people into the fold. Bring people into the faith community. And that's what we're about, no matter what life serves up. One of my nephews wanted to be a physio. He didn't have the grades. Couldn't get to university on it. Became a PE teacher. Did very well at it. Now as principal of a high school. Life goes on. We take different roads, different possibilities. We imagine a different future. And sometimes the blows that knock us sideways knock us onto the road where we should be on. So all of this is part of who we are as church, who we are as a people of faith. And so in all of us, The mission is alive and continues. Thank you for being with us.